going on, guys? You are locked into Trending with Nae, and today I'm joined by artist, producer, manager, all-round man of many talents, all the way from Canada. A big welcome to the UK to A4.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are you excited to be here?
I'm excited. Yeah, it's my first interview, so.
So they need to get to know you a bit. Let's talk about your journey into music, because before you started producing and managing, you're an artist. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so I've been around music my whole life. Like, even like, so my mama G, like my uncle's daughter. So how we came into Canada back in the day, my cousin Kandima was dating this guy. He was like a Mexican rapper. So I was like a 9-year-old, 10-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And then they would be rapping, like making mixtapes and actually burning the CDs and stuff like that.
God,
so I used to be like the youngest kid, and I would like try to freestyle with them and like just pretend. And then that's how I got into music. And then I was about like 15, 16, went to a barber shop, and then I asked my barber, I'm like, I want to go to a studio, I want to rap, I want to do this. And he linked me up with somebody, and I started, I went to my first studio session ever.
Sick.
And then eventually started taking it serious. I grew up on this island called Victoria, and took it over pretty quick. It's a very small island. Did a 1-2 show, and then I was like, wow, like if I actually want to do this, I got to move to like the mainland, which is Vancouver. So then I moved there, started doing my thing, and then one of my best friends, Killy, we started a collective called Secret Sound Club. I'm wearing some of the merch right now.
Very nice.
And then,
like it.
Thank you.
Cheeky plug.
Gotta get you some.
Yes.
And then moved to Vancouver.
How old were you at this point?
I was 20 when I moved to Vancouver. I tried to get a job. No one would hire me nowhere. And at this point too, before I moved to Vancouver, I was in college for a semester. And just one semester, and I dropped out because I wasn't feeling inspired. I was like,
yeah, not for you.
Not for me.
No.
And then I moved to Vancouver. Couldn't get a job because I had to sustain myself, right? Living and all that. I was working at a dispensary while doing music, like a weed dispensary. I know you guys don't have that over here.
No.
But I was working in a cannabis dispensary, funding my music. And then my friend Killy came from Toronto, moved to Vancouver, and then he started blowing up. And then we were making music together, came up together. And then eventually in 2018, my friend GMinxr told me he had a studio, linked him up. He introduced me to like AP guys, and then I found myself, I want to be in the Punjabi industry since I am Punjabi. But I started off in like the whole English field, mainstream sounds and all that.
So, like you were like, let's backtrack to when you were 9 with your Mexican rappers.
Yeah.
So you were then not so much influenced by Punjabi music at all?
No, not at all. Like, I remember being young, like my dad took me to like a Kamal Here concert and like obviously like Gurdasma and stuff like that. But where I was from, when I was growing up, there wasn't many Punjabi people.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in tune with Punjabi people within my family and stuff like that. But it's like you're almost growing up pretending to be like a white guy. You know what I'm saying? But then later on in my life, I got into the culture, and then GMinxr, AP guys, they like showed me a different side to it, and I felt way more proud. I was always proud, but
like
it's
the Punjabi side you can get on board with, and where you kind of felt like my music does fit here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I always felt like I would bring something new and fresh, and like I always the reason why I didn't like Punjabi music when I was younger is because like I felt like it was all just like I like some of the old school songs obviously, but some of it was just stuck there for the longest time.
Very typical Desi.
Yeah, but then like Sidhu came out with the trap stuff hard. Then AP, GG guys, GMinxr was producing for them.
Completely different.
And then I was like, okay, like this is the future. It's gonna blow up like Afro beats, Latin music, all that.
So you keep jumping forward timelines. So
I'm so sorry.
I want to now talk about, so when you had moved to Vancouver, what was your family's reaction? Because as a Punjabi family, like it's not the typical career direction to go into music. So were you like transparent with them about that?
So
side
yeah,
of
like when I dropped out of school, my parents were pretty mad.
Yeah.
And they didn't talk to me like properly. They were like, yo, you're gonna waste your life away, this, that. And then until I really started like making a name for myself, and other Punjabi people started stopping my dad, being like, hey, like your son, I heard his song, like he's doing good. And then it finally took time to like where it was clicking for them.
Was Uncle getting approached during like your English bag? Or
yeah, definitely a little bit, because I was going on like tours pretty early there.
Yeah.
I came on tour here in 2018, did a Europe tour too, 2018, 2019, spent some time in LA. So people were talking, but it didn't matter until I did the Punjabi music for sure for them. That's when.
So aside from you seeing the kind of shift in Punjabi music and that the industry was going in a different direction, like in terms of the sound and what we were producing, other than that, what made you switch and think, you know what, I need to get into that industry? Like, was it kind of like, I'm not being appreciated enough in the mainstream English side? Like, there's only so much I can do.
Definitely a little bit. Like, you definitely feel it. Like, the moment I was in the Punjabi world, I realized that, like, yo, my people are here to support me. Like, you know, they want to see, other Punjabi people want to see another Punjabi person win. But, like, I'm not trying to put any other race down or stuff, but they don't want to see a brown boy shine in their field, in their lane, you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely got a lot of love there, too, but the Punjabi world, it just clicks. It just makes sense, you know? Yeah, it is. It's who I am, so.
Going back to your roots.
Yeah, exactly.
So G minor, AP, GG, once you met them and then seeing what they were doing in the scene, did that shift your perspective and the way you were making your music and like the sound of your stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Like, I was part of the whole journey when they came up because...
He's in the documentary, guys.
Yeah, find me in the last 2 episodes, I think.
10 points to anyone that can send a picture of A4 in the documentary.
Yeah, definitely made a change. So pretty much, I wasn't singing in Punjabi or anything. I just recently made a Punjabi song. I don't know if I'll ever drop it, but like what happened was I was always rapping in English and I still rap in English.
Yeah.
So I wanted to like bridge the gaps, and that's kind of what we did with like the song Hustlin. Like when we dropped that song, like. That was the first Punjabi song that was in like all the mainstream playlists on Spotify and Apple Music.
Yeah.
And like that was a really, really cool thing to see. I feel like we're like a piece of history that like bridged the gaps because now it's happening all the time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, and then eventually I was like, I still want to be involved, so I started producing. And then that's how like I use my talents of what I know in my ear and I put it into production and connecting dots with the music industry within the Punjabi world. With my own flavors that I bring, you know what I'm saying? So
with the producing side, are you self-taught? Like, did you kind of just teach yourself how to do that side of things?
Yeah, kind of. I play more of like a collaborative role. So I have like my For the World records, and it's a producer collective. So like I got producers, Playboy Crazy, Drew Frizz, who I work closely with, and I kind of like we just team up and work on songs together because. A lot of these guys are like, they're not even like Punjabi even. So like I'm just kind of telling them what to do, or in a sense we do stuff together. And then, yeah, that's how it kind of works.
Okay, so we're going to pause for a second on your journey because there's something that me and the fans are itching to know. And I feel like you know what I'm going to ask. AP and GG, they came up together and I think they left a lot down to speculation because all of a sudden AP went off by himself. GG has produced his own like separate things. You have produced some of his tracks and he's gone separate. What is going on there?
They're cool, man. It's just the fans causing a bunch of chaos. Everyone's good. Everyone's doing their own thing. Everyone's living life. Yeah, everything's good. It's just the internet going crazy, the fans, you know?
Yeah. But do we think GG is going to take over?
Yeah, 100%. I think he was just doing his thing, doing his thing within his life, and like Hard Choices was an amazing album, and now he's gonna come back way stronger. Probably do his own tour. Yeah, and it's GG season. Come on, it's GG season.
100% GG season.
Yo, GG, this is your biggest fan right here.
I am his biggest supporter. That's my cousin. But okay, thank you for clearing that up because I feel like a lot of it was up in the air. No one knew what was going on. So guys, we've heard it straight from A4 here. They are cool.
Yeah, no, everyone's good.
Okay, everyone's good. Okay, so from your producing, you then went on to management. What made you kind of go that way?
Pretty much like I realized my number one thing I excel in is like networking and connecting dots. So I was like, you know, I'm still young, but as I get older, I'm like, what can I do to stay within the music industry for a very, very long time? And I kind of just realized that like I'm already playing this management role from time. Like even when like AP guys were coming up. My friend Killy was coming up. Like I always played a role within like a team effort. So then I just GMinxr. I'm working very closely with him, Johnny, and this new artist named Mohit, and it's something I just like to do. People put their trust in me, and I put my trust in them, and it's just like magic happens. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of good things happen, and yeah, I kind of just fell in love with the whole team effort of management type of thing.
So we're going to dig a bit deeper into your producing side of things. So your sound from a young age, the music that you went to was not Desi at all. So is this something that you purposely decided to go down and avoid the kind of typical Desi sounds even when you entered the Punjabi industry?
I wasn't like trying to avoid it, but I just came up in a different world.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to bring all that like new school, new flavor into the Punjabi music, because I feel like the Punjabi industry is like always a few years behind. And like there's a whole bunch of new genres that are going to come out within the Punjabi industry, like maybe let's say hyper pop or like more like turned up music. I feel like we're still like in a trap phase, like sounding like, let's say like what Sukha's doing right now, the 50 Cent wave, which is amazing. He's killing it.
Yeah.
But like, you know, there's still going to be these new waves that come out after that. And like, I want to be ahead of everything. And I want to bring in what I think will come next. And
do you think Canada has been pivotal, well, the Canadian Punjabi scene has been pivotal in changing the direction of the Punjabi scene as a whole? Yeah. Because I think there was a lot of music coming out of Canada, and you guys kind of paved the way for then the UK artists, which are still kind of, I would say, in maybe 5 years behind you guys. Would you say that's true?
Yeah, I feel like UK definitely has their legends. Yeah. But like, yeah, like Sidhu and then APGG guys, they like just brought in a whole new like wave of music with like, let's say like Brown Monday, Insane, like these new like pop Punjabi songs. Yeah. Or like now, like everyone's recreating that. And it's definitely like taking the lead. You know, like we saw glimpses of this in the documentary that you guys were experimenting with different things, but give us a bit more deeper insight. So at the time when you guys are producing all these new sounds and a new wave, and not just with APGG, with like GMinxr that you work with and all the other artists, is there ever doubt in your mind that, okay, that sound might have worked, but our audience is going to accept what we do next? Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you're kind of tripping out, like if you're trying to do something new and crazy, but so far it's been pretty blessed. And yeah, I'm grateful that it's all working out, because sometimes we definitely do experiment and try different things. Like we'll have like 10 versions of a song before we pick one. No way. Yeah. This recently I made a song with Mohit. We have it dropping next month. It's called Bonnie and Clyde. And yeah, we had like 11 different versions before we finally realized like, yeah, this is the one. Yeah. So, okay, Canadians jumped on the wave first, but you have UK artists that you work with too, like Gurjot, who we debunked this a few weeks ago, that he is actually from Birmingham, which none of us knew, which is crazy. He literally lives like 20 minutes from us all. And we all thought he's from America because of the song LA. Yeah, it's so funny. Like it was a mind-blowing moment when we realised he's from the Midlands. But saying that, my point is, the wave that he jumped on, was that something that he kind of wanted to do, or was that, do you think, your influence to bring LA that kind of sound? Production-wise, we definitely like chose the sound, but he already had the song, and it was actually my good friend LJ that like made the link between us. Yeah. Because he was gonna work with him regardless, and then LJ bridged the gap between us, and then we made the music video. I shot my part in LA. I flew out there, and then Gurjot had something going on. He couldn't make it there, so then he shot the rest of his part in the UK here in Birmingham. On green screen, he was. Yeah. At least some of the videos actually in LA then. Yeah. That's nice to know. No, that's not green screen. I'm on Malibu Beach. That is good to know. And then now you're working with an artist. Yeah. From the Midlands. Tell us a bit more about him. Yeah, he's a 19-year-old kid named Mohit. He's with me, part of my team at For the World Records. Yeah. And he's just got an amazing, beautiful voice, and he can rap. And we just made an EP while I've been here, shot 2 music videos, and we're planning on dropping maybe late Feb, March. And I truly believe he's the next big thing. So he's from Wolverhampton. Yeah, he's in like Burn, Wolverhampton area.
You're in Canada.
Yeah.
It's so crazy because social media has made the world so small.
Yeah,
we're connected to everyone, but still it's crazy to think like two people from completely different sides of the world, especially Wolverhampton that we know is so small. How did you guys connect? How did you spot his talent, and what made you decide I need to work with this guy? Because 19 years old is young. So to choose someone at such a young age, you obviously see the potential and you see what he has to offer. So what was it about him that made you fly all the way to Wolverhampton?
Yeah, so pretty much like I found him on TikTok like right after I got off the apdhillon world tour in like 2022. And then it was like early 2023. I seen him on TikTok and I just seen him vibe and I heard a 1-2 song and like I just genuinely liked his voice and then I liked his social media presence.
Yeah.
And then I just hit him up and he hit me back and he like, I remember he told me he like sent songs to like another producer and the guy was taking forever to like get back to him. But he sent me a song next day, sent him a song back like with the production. Sent me another one next day, I sent him something back. So like we built a relationship just off like straight vibes.
Yeah.
And then the whole year last year, we've been dropping music and it went really, really well. We have a song called Silhouette that's about to reach 1 million streams. And then, yeah, we finally came this year, linked up in person. I was trying to bring him to Canada.
So there was 1 year of you guys basically just
virtually working
together.
WhatsApp calls every day, like,
way.
hey, bro, do this, do that. Or no, scrap that beat. Like, yeah, strictly online. Built that relationship, trust. And then now I finally met him in person. And it's been fun. It's been a fun ride. Now we're locked in. That
is crazy. So what about when you met Gurjot? Was that, or have you met him in person yet? Or what was that like?
Yeah, no, I'm trying to see him before I leave. I've just been really, really busy, and he's been busy too. So I need to meet him because we have a big hit together. So we need to link up and like.
That is so mad to me.
I know.
You guys have such a banger together.
We haven't even met yet. Yeah, just on the phone. It's crazy.
No way.
Yeah, man.
Don't you feel like that's just a real thing that's happened to the world now? Like back in the days, artists would need to be together to record a song, and now everything is done virtually.
Yeah,
you could be anywhere in the world.
You could be literally in like a hut in some third world country. As long as you got Wi-Fi and a phone, you can make things happen. Nowadays, you can even record a song on your phone, and like it'll be decent quality, and someone can just stem it out and like mix it properly. So it's pretty crazy. Like you just gotta put your head down and work. Honestly, you can make things happen from anywhere.
What's been hard for you in this industry? Like, what has been some of the setbacks you faced, or just obstacles where you've kind of thought like, is this really worth it?
Yeah, like personally, like the only thing is like the sacrifice like of like your own personal life, relationships, and that. Like I feel like I put everything into this music world since like 2017 now. So like I don't want to get into some sad stuff, but like I lost my mom in 2020, and back then I was just like on tour with like Killy or like going on road doing like a festival, breakout festival in Vancouver. So like I barely spent time with family, and then when I lost my mom, I realized like, damn, what is really important? Like this music stuff, or like spending time with the ones you love and all that type of stuff, right? So there's like a fine line between all that, but you know, she always used to say, keep going crazy. So I don't think I'd ever stop. And like, I got to go hard for her, you know what I'm saying? She's my motivation every day.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel a bit sad now.
No, don't feel sad. And then other than that, like in the industry, you know, you got to definitely like, not everyone's your friend.
Yeah.
That's just the truth. Not everyone's going to be your friend, but I'm grateful to have like really good connections within the industry that have become my friends. And it's almost like my friends became the industry in a sense too. Yeah. So it's like,
love that.
it's been a good ride. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So let's talk about the toxicity for a sec, because the industry's big but also so small at the same time, and it can get toxic, and I think all these fake beefs can get brought up, and then social media doesn't help. So for you, how important is it just to stay out of that? Because artists can get dragged into things. Like even we were talking about APGG, right? Nothing was going on, as you've debunked, right? But the internet can create a false perception for fans, and that can create rumor mills. Media will run with that. How do you stay out of that sort of stuff?
I definitely think in the beginning maybe it could play like a role on affecting an artist or something, but then you learn to like deal with it, and like you have your team and you continue working, and like it's just like at the end of the day, any marketing is marketing. So someone's gonna say something bad about you, but you're dropping a song and it's getting more streams. Someone's saying good, so that's how we kind of think it. We keep our heads strong, you know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, because none of that can really affect, like, there's so many people that do something crazy out there, but next thing you know, like, the world just forgets about it because stuff happens so fast these days. Like, people's attention spans, like,
TikTok's ruined it.
Yeah, literally, TikTok.
It's now time for my favourite segment of the show, the games. First quickfire question, your dream collab.
Dream collab.
Oh, this will go either way. Someone that maybe, let's do two. Your dream person you'd like to produce for, and a dream person you would jump on a track with.
Okay, I would like to work with Drake.
Every Canadian's answer.
Come on, I gotta rep Drake. And then produce for Kanye.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just keep the goats.
Okay. The UK Punjabi scene or the Canadian Punjabi scene?
Come on now, Canadian Punjabi scene.
I think I have to agree with that one. Okay, so you watch Men in Black, yeah?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You know the clicky thing?
Yeah.
The eraser.
Mm-hmm.
If you had the eraser and you could erase one of your tracks from everyone's memory, which track would it be? It can be a track you produced or a track that obviously is yours.
I've already deleted it. I've already deleted it, so yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We've never had that answer.
I already used the button.
He's been there, done that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the weirdest food combo that you enjoy?
I don't really have too many weird food combos, really.
No.
Yeah, I'm pretty regular with the food. Yeah.
Okay. What is the worst quality about yourself?
Sometimes I'm indecisive, and
how does that work with you? Like you said, you made like 12 different versions of a track.
yeah.
So at that point, if you're indecisive, how long does it take you to pick the one that's going to be released?
I ask my good friends and people who I trust.
Yeah.
Also, they play a big role, but
Yeah.
I just do it until I get it right. Like, I never doubt it. Like, I know I'm going to keep trying something until I get it right.
Until you can feel it.
And I always figure it out. That's like some motivation for you young cats out there.
Yeah.
You can do it. Just keep going.
What is the worst pickup line that's been used on you?
Oh, the worst?
Yeah.
Oh, like when people say you look like Drake or something like that. I'm like, yo, or like back in the day, people like you look like Nav, and like the other day,
someone, the brown guy that they can think
yeah,
of.
like that type of stuff. And I'm like, and they're like, but they like me or something because, and I'm like, you know, I don't like you. You should have. I'm the only one you should ever think I look like, you know.
Do you know exactly?
Yeah, so that type of stuff.
Yeah, that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a favorite childhood movie.
It's called like Speed. It's like a movie with there's like a bomb on like a bus. I used to watch it with my dad.
And
there's like Speed 1 and Speed 2. And yeah, it's a good movie. You probably never seen it, but
no,
it was cool for back in the day.
I don't even think I've ever heard of it. Maybe it was like a boy movie.
I guess, yeah, definitely action movie. Yeah.
Not that girls can't like action.
No Barbies or nothing in there for you.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't have watched it. Okay, what is a red flag in the industry?
Red flag is like someone who's like just coming up in the industry and they think they have it all figured out, and like they're really like just thinking about clout. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people are just like super clout driven, and like that will just be yourself, remain cool, and like let people like you for you. It goes so much farther, you know.
Yeah.
You might not get
Being
somewhere.
genuine, yeah,
you might not get somewhere as fast, but in the long run, you'll always be remembered as a genuine person. Like I'm not saying like, you know, I'm perfect or anything, but I've always just been myself. I've been loyal to my people, and I think that's why I am where I am right now in these positions, and why I'm working with everybody, because it goes a long way, you know. Some people just jump the gun, like trust the process and don't do that.
And burn bridges where they don't need to be.
Yeah, you know.
100%.
Definitely. Like that's something I learned too. Like I've burned some bridges in the past, so it's all good now, but like, you know, like you don't need to burn bridges. If someone makes you mad or whatever, just let it go. Keep working. It's hard to tell someone who's young that though, you know?
100%. 100%. I definitely agree. Okay, so next up, we're going to do UK translations.
Okay.
And I feel like our slang is kind of similar to you guys, but we're gonna see.
All right.
So first one, yak.
Yak. Is that like when you like puke? Because we say that. Like,
but
yo,
there's
like,
another, the term I'm actually referring to is used for something else. So yak.
what is it? I don't know.
Pass me the yak.
Pass me the yak. The charger?
It's a drink.
Okay.
This is more of like London people say this now and then. But okay, proper scran.
Proper scran? I have no idea what that is. Is proper skinny? Is she skinny or something?
Why does it have to be about a girl?
I don't know. Like, yo, like she's proper scran. Like, I feel like someone would say that. I'm not sure.
Okay, so proper scran is if food is really good. This is like a northern saying.
Okay.
So Manchester, have you been to Manchester?
I have, yeah.
So they'll say like, it's proper scran.
Okay. Yeah, I never heard of that.
Okay, where's the beanies at?
Where are the beanies at? Where is the girls at?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we're now going to do some Cockney slang.
Okay.
So, have you ever watched EastEnders?
EastEnders. It rings a bell, but
Big show in the UK. So, it's like the East End of London. And they have a particular way of speaking and a different kind of slang.
Okay.
So, it's rhyming. So, the phrase I'm going to say to you will rhyme with the actual word that it means.
Okay.
So, you've got to work it out.
I see.
First one, Ruby Murray.
Ruby what?
Ruby Murray. I can
Murray.
use it in a sentence if you'd like.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and eat a Ruby Murray.
Curry?
Yes!
Okay, let's get it.
Okay, apple and pears.
Apple and pears.
I have to walk up the apple and pears.
The stairs. Yes. Okay, cool.
Okay, I think I made that one a bit
2 for 2.
too easy.
Yeah.
Okay, you owe me a score. So this one's not going to rhyme.
Like money? Something to
But
do.
how much money?
Score. I'm not sure. You're going to have to give me this one.
£20.
£20?
So £20 is a score.
Oh, okay, I see.
Okay, bees and honey.
Bees and honey.
What's a score?
Bees and honey.
No, what's a score?
£20?
Yeah, and what's £20?
I don't know.
Money.
Money, bees and honey. Okay, yeah. My bad.
Okay, that was not too bad.
It did good in the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I think you did good in the beginning. Last game.
Okay.
This is my bully bowl.
Okay.
Not going to make you do bullying. All I want you to do is pick up a piece of paper. It's going to say a word on there, and you're just going to spit like 1-2 bars.
1-2 bars.
1-2 bars.
All right, we can try. Okay, the word's Brampton, of course. Shout out Canada. All right. Took a red eye from Brampton and ended up in the Hamptons. I don't know, that's all I got for that.
Good start.
Good little start.
Yeah, we'll put that there. It's just getting warmed up.
It's bubblegum. I'm fresh like this bubblegum. Put you down with this 100 drum. I spit these bars like 100 guns. No. A little bit better. I don't even know. Let's see. Okay, the word's Lambo. I'm riding around the Lambo. I'm riding around like I'm Rambo. They falling back like tango. I go wherever they can't go.
Love it.
A little bit better.
Little bit better.
I'm not much of a freestyle. Come on, put me on the spot.
We're sorry. But you did quite well.
You think so?
I mean, you got better as they went on.
Yeah.
The first one was okay. But the last one, I feel like we finished good.
A little bit more flow.
Yeah.
Kind of.
First of all, what does the A stand for?
Oh man, here we go. It's kind of like, so my name's Anayat.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and like A4 was just like, it came out of like saying something like easier between my friends and stuff like that, like back in the day, like early on.
Before
like,
people could say ethnic names.
Exactly. And then like I'm born on April 4th, I got 4 A's in my real name. So A4 just came out of that 4th month, and it's just like, you know, and then it was like for the world, just a bunch of things with 4, just went with 4, A4.
Okay, so the stars were aligning for this name.
Yeah, that's my lucky number. Let's just say that.
So, A4. We have spoken a lot about different people in the industry, big names, but let's talk more about you and what's coming up for you this year. Because 2024 is going to be a big year now.
Big year for A4.
The stars are aligning and connecting. I've just realised 2024. Okay, so you must have some big things planned for this year, are you still rapping yourself, or do you still just kind of focus on your artists and who you're managing? Are you making time for yourself?
I am making time for myself.
Good.
This past year, I did spend a lot of time working with other people, but I'm sitting on, like, you could say, like a 12-song album. I might drop it in like
12 songs.
two EPs or something this year, but I'm ready to drop it this year, shoot videos, do all that. Got some good features on there, crazy production, and I want to show the world that this year it's a solo A4 album.
So is there any collabs on there?
I got like GMinxr, I got Johnny on there, I got my boy Killy on there, I got my boy Mohit on there, and then I'm gonna keep a couple others a secret, you know what I'm saying? So we'll just...
Is there a G and a G in there, maybe?
Maybe, we'll see.
That is crazy. Are you gonna release one in April by any chance?
It could work out. It could work out.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like that would make sense.
That's the month. It was the 2024 fourth month. A4.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. We'll see.
So what's that been like, really, though? Like producing your own stuff and still making time for you and your own music while balancing the people you're managing? Because I guess when you're a manager, you have to think like, what's going to make this person pop? What's the next for them? And kind of thinking of a strategy to make them pop.
Yeah.
But how do you balance that with managing yourself?
It's crazy. I honestly like have fun managing other people more than managing myself. Like, it's like I need a manager myself, which I do. like I have so with all the people I am managing, I have a partner named Andy Shea. Okay. So he's been my manager since like 2017. So like he kind of holds it down for the A4 stuff, and then we team up on everything who we're working with all our clients.
What about a work-life balance? Because this isn't like your typical job, like, and I think when you're in this kind of creative industry, it can take over. It does become your whole life. Yeah. And I think opening up even then to the public, and you're in the public eye, and people want to know so much about you, and people can get intrusive or whatever. So what are your boundaries, and where do you kind of think, okay, I need to retreat? Or have you not balanced that just yet? I
mean, I'm fully like just down to, like, I'm in this world so deep, and like that's kind of like what keeps me going. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. Like, you know, we all go through our fair share of problems and like things in life, and like I think music is what keeps me going, and like I like being busy. So that honestly helps me. But other than that, like the balance, like I truly only work with people who I really like love and have a pure connection with. I don't waste my time. If someone does me dirty or like, you know, brushes me the wrong way, like I don't need you, you don't need me, like that's all good.
Keep it moving.
Yeah, keep it moving, you know, like I'm older now, so it's like earlier on in your career as you're a musician, that stuff really affects you. But at the end of the day, like you're leading your own path, and like you don't even like need certain people to like saying like, say I know somebody, like they're not going to be able to put me on to the point where like people love me that much. You have to do that yourself.
This new young generation that's coming up now, fresh sounds, do you think you guys were accepted by, let's say, the OGs of the Punjabi industry? Do you think, was there ever friction or anything like that where they were kind of like, you guys aren't taking Punjabi music in the direction that they had always done?
Yeah, I feel like there's some people that really understand what the new generation is doing, and then there's some people just are like, yo, what is this Punjabi music? But like in my generation and younger, like these kids who are 15 to like 25, like they don't want to hear the old school stuff as much no more. There's no disrespect to it, but there's a whole new wave now. And like, yeah, these older people don't like it, or if they do, but like the youngins are pushing it. Like on TikTok, you see all these new artists coming up every day. They're doing something new and creative. And yeah, I think there's going to be a whole new different waves that are going to be coming out just now.
How do you spot talent?
How do I spot talent? Just by like how their personality is and voice, talent, lyrics. Like I can kind of just tell. I've been around it so much since like I've been in this with like AP guys, GMinxr, Killy, like all these guys. I've seen them come up, so I kind of like realize what it takes and what someone needs. And that's kind of what I see with like my artist I'm working with right now, Mohit. And like it's just certain things as an artist.
You know the way like the Punjabi industry, and let's just say Punjabis in general, the way we sometimes operate, some people may not deem as professional, whereas you were in the English mainstream industry. So you've kind of seen both sides of things. Would you say the two industries work differently, or are there things that you saw in the English side that you came back with to implement here?
Yeah, like another big thing, and I noticed working with the Punjabi people is like, there's so much stuff like within business and contracts and stuff that Punjabi artists don't even know about, and they're leaving like money on the table. And like I'm out here like trying to help whoever I'm working with and making sure they're getting paid, making sure they're collecting their publishing and all these type of things. But like back in the day, like you could say like Punjabi artists, they don't sign no contracts, no nothing. They're probably doing a song, they're not getting royalties for one of their biggest songs from back in the day. So nowadays, like it's like mixing both the worlds, and like we're making sure everyone's getting what they deserve.
And I guess this is the generation that's implemented that to make sure.
Yeah, it's like all the mainstream rules are now coming into the Punjabi world.
Just now?
Yeah, just now. It's happening as we speak.
That is mad.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, honestly. Yeah.
Better late than never. So I wanted you to tell me the maddest or the funniest story you've had so far in the industry.
Oh, there's so many, but like I'll never... Fuck, I don't even know what I want to say.
What was like a moment where was the most surreal moment for you when you were like, oh my God, is this real life?
Yeah, so the craziest moment, like the first one, that was like, as of recent, like let's say 2022, the apdhillon World Tour. So my like hometown, like Vancouver, AP brought me out to sing Hustlin. And it was 14,500 people. And I came out and I like never felt that high of energy in my life. I did the song, it was crazy, shut down. And then I ran, like, so it's like hockey's big in Canada. And like we're in the Canucks change room. Like, you know, like it's who I watched growing up. And like from the moment I got off stage, I just fully sprinted all the way back there, feeling like nothing, just on a surreal high. And I was like, damn, like, I really just did something that like artists like pray for their whole life and careers. I was grateful to be in that situation, you know? And yeah, it was just surreal. That was probably the most surreal. And then we did the rest of the tour, went to America too. That was just a beautiful experience, you know? Beautiful experience. So much energy, so much chaos, so much of everything. Like rolling around with like 20, 30 guys, like going to different cities. Like you can only just imagine like the ups and downs and everything, you know? Yeah, it's a crazy situation.
You are absolutely glowing as you're talking about this.
It brings me back to all the memories and the fun, you know what I'm saying? We like pulled up to New York, I remember, and like these guys, AP guys had this, I don't know who pulled up, but we pulled up and they picked us up in 9 supercars. 4 of the supercars were for luggage. Like I put like my suitcase in a McLaren or something. I'm like, what world am I living in? The other day I was just in Vancouver in the studio, you know what I'm saying? Like it was pretty crazy.
That is mad.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've performed all over the place. Do you prefer the UK crowd or the Canadian crowd?
They both are pretty cool. Like I just did a show actually 3 days ago at the XOYO with my artist Mohit, and it went really, really well. Like I was kind of like, you know, tripping. I'm like, okay, like I'm about to pull up to the UK from Canada. Like, do I have fans out here? But people showed out. It was pretty sold out.
Do you ever have that, like, you're like, oh, does anyone know me here? Like,
yeah, you definitely have that feeling. But then, like, you know, definitely, I wasn't let down. So I'm happy about that.
So, but you haven't answered my question, UK or Canada?
Come on, I'm Team Canada, but the amount of love that I've been getting here, I'm so grateful. The moment I touched down, like, just got plugged in, everyone's showing me love, like, you know, it's amazing. But yeah, the Canadian crowds, what can I say? They turn up for us, you know?
Okay, have the special place in his heart.
Yeah, I gotta rep my home country, you know? But I got love for UK.
Okay, that's good. That's very good to know. Okay, so where can people find you? Where can they get in touch with you? Even like young aspiring artists, like are you down for them to hit you up?
Yeah, like so on IG, I go by A4 Secret. My Spotify is A4, and then my emails in my IG bio. I always have people hitting me up. I'm always looking at everything, you know what I'm saying? Beats, vocals, whatever the case may be, you know? You can get in touch if you think like you're the next up or whatever. I'm always looking at everything, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay, so you're going back to Canada shortly. When will you be back in the UK?
Might come back in a month or within 2 months after we drop that EP. And I'll be back and forth a lot more often now.
Okay, guys, that is all for today, but you can catch me here next week at the same time. Until then, keep it locked to BritAsia TV.